throughout last year and into the start of 2024, I put on intentionally about 15 kilograms of weight on my body. What's up, legends? John Salmon here. I run Fitness in Business. Whoop, there it is. Fitness in Business is about getting men in business fit, healthy, and strong, and helping them develop an appearance and a presence that they're proud of. Now, that's a whole lot of fun for me to do. I simultaneously run a face-to-face coaching business, so my mornings are packed out with PT sessions, face-to-face, one-on-one personal training sessions with a limited number of clients. My afternoons are spent doing online coaching, checking in with my clients, calling them, doing Zoom calls, making sure they're getting progress. People in Fitness and Business have basically hired me to be in their world, on their personal advisory board, you could say, and making sure that they, whilst they do all their other bits and pieces and hire people to do and outsource things to other people in their world, they hire me to make sure they stay fit, healthy, and strong. Part of that journey with anyone is making sure that I challenge them physically and mentally. Something that we can all fall into the trap of is getting into a bit of a rhythm and getting comfortable. I don't like that. I don't like being comfortable. I like to challenge myself. When I've had the most growth, in business, in my brain, with my relationships in my life, with my anything, my finances, whatever it may be, it's when I've been challenged. Now, sometimes that challenge comes to us from an external source. So it's a matter of an unwanted exposure where we're challenged to change, grow, learn, and adapt. And sometimes that comes from ourselves and the things that we put ourselves through and the things that we make sure we do to challenge ourselves. So if you didn't know, from this week right up until the end of the year is 16 weeks. So what I'm going to do for the next 16 weeks is make sure that I challenge myself. And there's a few ways that I'm going to do that. Number one is doing this vlog series. I'm going to compile a video of little parts and snippets of my week, of how I run my business, how I train, how I eat, how I look after myself, and a little bit more about me and my life to share with you guys who are interested in watching. Simultaneously, one of the main reasons behind that is that I'm challenging myself on a difficult fitness journey. Now, mid last year, I was weighing just under 90 kilograms. I was sitting at around 43 to 44 kilos of muscle mass, and I probably had about 12% body fat. Now, that's quite lean, still relatively muscular, but throughout last year and into the start of 2024, I put on intentionally about 15 kilograms of weight on my body. Now, about 6 kilograms of that weight was lean muscle mass, and the rest was body fat. And so I've maintained that sort of 100 to 103 kilograms of weight right up until now. So most of this year I've been sitting somewhere between 99 and 103 kilograms. That's sitting just under 50 kilos of muscle mass with around 18 to 20% body fat at any given time. Now, I like to remain the three things that I talk about earlier in the video: fit, healthy, and strong. And I like to have an appearance and a presence that I'm proud of. That's why I coach in that way. I'm a big believer in that you should hire a coach that actually knows how to do the things that you want to do. So there's a lot of alignment there. Now, what I'm going to do over the next 16 weeks is just share a little bit of the journey of losing a lot of body fat and trying to retain as much muscle mass as I can. Now, is that a really, really difficult thing to do? It's not, but you have to be very, very consistent with the things that you're doing. You need a clear training plan, you need a clear nutrition plan. Sometimes you need a little bit of help. So I've got a mate of mine helping me out on that journey, who I'm going to introduce you to soon in this video. Now, some of the reason that I'm sharing this journey and making these videos and things like that is not just for the business side of things, it's also to challenge myself. I'm a big believer in challenging the brain and the body in different ways. It helps us be better humans. During my old career in the Queensland Police Service, I was more and more inclined to be more private with my life and not share too much, especially in the online space. Now, with my business, with my coaching clients, with the podcast, I'm always being challenged more and more to share things that will help others. And often that comes with sharing parts of yourself. So over the next 16 weeks, I'm going to be making short videos like this every single week with basically a compact part of my week to make sure that you guys understand that whilst I maintain a fit, healthy, and strong body and brain all year round, that I still love to challenge myself. You can do this even with a busy schedule. So we're going to wrap all that together and make a vlog series over the next 16 weeks. Normally I'll share goals and progress and things like that with a small handful of people around, but I thought for this one, I'll just go all in, make some videos on it, and if I stuff it up, you can all watch the journey anyway. I hope you guys get a whole heap of enjoyment out of watching this, and see you real soon. Legends, oh, excuse the sneeze. We are here in the Alpha Den. I'm here with Tree Tran. Want to say hello, Tree?
Hello, guys.
There we go. There we go. We are putting together the plan for the next 15 weeks, taking us through to just before Christmas.
The 16th of December.
Here we go. Are you pumped, mate?
Very pumped. Very pumped. Understand how the program is built. That's cool.
So I'll do, yeah, all right, I'll do that day on just Mondays or something.
Yep, and then just keep the RPE relevant to the phase. I've built to build out the areas that we spoke about. But yeah, so chest, triceps, biceps, delts, traps as well, and
the upper track, neck area.
Yeah,
sure.
So there's not a ton. So the majority of the program is focused on these areas. There's going to be a little bit of the other stuff, but the focus is on those body parts.
A while ago, and you'd know this about me, like I definitely had a weaker mindset than I did when I was younger. Even just a year or two ago, which I guess is normal part of growing up, right? So many people don't do it, and it's like, I used to do that. I was like, I know everything.
Me too. Me too. And then it's not until you start delving that you realize how much you actually don't know.
Man, I think I've been using my shoulders in the dumbbells. Like, this is a lot harder work. I can flat bench 45s for like 6 reps.
Take it from an old man, right? So I've been going to get like chiros, massages and stuff.
Yeah.
And now that I'm actually, the masseuse is freeing me up, I realize how much incorrect shit I was doing to sort of overcompensate, or even during the ego lifting days, just to get the weight up.
For sure.
And for this, I was really losing my upper delts a lot.
Yeah, right.
So that's why you can see, like if you, over here, bro.
This is good juju. And those little 1% things, it's exactly like this, right? I could get you to send me some macronutrient numbers for the next 4 months, and I could have a crack at eating it and not get managed on it, which people think is the answer. But it's the 1% things. Like we've changed each movement we've done, we've changed one thing, and they're the 1% things that make a difference.
So dude, what excites you about going on a fitness journey or something, like coaching them through it? Like, what do you get out of it?
Just to see their development, not only physically, but the mindset around it takes a lot of discipline. I feel like if you master discipline in this area, it stems into other areas of life as well. Because this isn't easy to do, man.
No,
you know?
no. I could be wrong in this, but I almost don't want that thing. I'll do some photos or something.
Yeah.
But I almost don't want that. So I have to. There's no other reason. There's no day locked in. I'm doing it literally because I said I would do it. That's the only reason. You know what's so interesting too? Take a couple of years. I do your own programming. You do your own programming. You settle in, you get comfy. Like, my things for the business are get people fit, healthy, strong, and help them with a presence, so confidence and an appearance. They look in the mirror that they're proud of. And I think that encapsulates the whole of
what you were trying to achieve.
I maintain that most of the year without sounding like a cocky bugger. I keep relatively fit, healthy, strong, and it's just like, it's a routine. And that's what I teach people. I did Monday and Tuesday training with your program. Just the mindset of doing someone else's thing that they programmed and doing it to the best of my ability, I'm sore. I'm so sore. And not that that's a great indicator of a great workout, which is a false belief, I think. But it's an indicator that, well, have I been training with the intensity that I could?
Blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't until I went, you know what, I'm going to release everything and I'm going all in on this thing. And then that's when I just went, I'm just going to do this program to the T. And I feel like that's when I got a lot of results. It was more so, I guess, my mindset into going, I'm going to trust this process, I'm going all in, and that you kind of release any resistance there is.
For sure.
So I kind of feel like that's probably what
similar. This body fat here.
Yep.
How many men out of 10 have this, right?
Probably all of them.
Yeah, exactly, right? And in your opinion, like,
Yep.
I'm okay with my strength, my nutrition's pretty good.
Yep.
Do you think most of this is nutrition?
I think there's probably
Just a general
more.
composition.
I think it's probably genetically where your body likes to store body fat.
Yeah.
Everybody has a spot where they like to store their body fat.
Sure.
And that part there, you've got to dig really, really deep to get down. So I don't think there's any health or hormonal issues there. It's just that that's where your body likes to store it, and we've never push you to the point where it's gone, I need to tap into this fat storage to get it out. And rewind back to when you said before, you had a weaker mindset. I don't think you had a weak mindset, I think you had a resistant mindset, right?
Yeah.
So, and the reason we haven't pushed your body to that point because you were resistant to it.
Yeah,
Whereas now you're like, let's go, I'm doing it.
Just show me what to do.
So I feel like with this mindset, we can really push and get that, but it's gonna hurt. And
I say this with humility. I'm obviously okay at it, but what I mean is if I'm missing 20%, what are they missing?
All right, this is a nice, quick, delicious smoothie that I have literally every morning. If you need something that you can bang together in a couple of minutes and drink it just as fast, this is an absolute ripper. It's got banana, blueberries, some wild vitamin C, spirulina, protein, water, and that's pretty much it. Oh, maybe a date. Chuck it in, blend it, quick breakfast on the go. This thing's great. It fills my gut. It's packed with macro and micronutrients, and it keeps me full right through till lunchtime. Mondays I'm up 4 a.m, smoothie in, coffee in at the desk while I go over some of the calendar, make sure I'm all prepped and ready for the day. I never go into the day unplanned, otherwise I waste way too much time. Mondays, once my clients are taken care of, I head into Olympia. Mondays is Olympia training day. I head in there and train with some mates, G and Jake. We've been doing that for a few years now, and we just have great chats. We train well, we train hard. We keep one another accountable to doing the things that we said we would do. Having people in your world that hold you to account is so valuable, and I place a lot of emphasis on it in my world, and it has helped me progress in so many of the areas that I want to see progress in. Once training was done on this particular day, I really wanted to do some goal setting for the next few months to close out the year, and one of those things was setting goals around this. So I made sure I had one last almond croissant for the year before I embark on this journey, because I'm going to be following a pretty tight food budget while I lean out. All right, here's a bit of an insight into a home lunch from me. This is when I'm working in the office. A little bit of oil, half a tablespoon's plenty. Whisk up some eggs. We've got some rock salt in there. What's coming up next? We've got a little bit of gluten-free bread, can of mackerel, nice and easy. I'm going to drain most of the oil out of that. Prefer it in oil rather than brine. Here's some kale. I'm going to throw that in the end of the pan just to like heat it up a little bit. I don't like raw kale. It doesn't digest for me very well. Just going to make a really simple omelette with those 3 whisked up eggs. This is super simple. It's got fried off kale. Here's some beetroots we did in the slow cooker, can of mackerel on top, and all we're going to do is just literally put all this stuff in a bowl. This is under 5 minutes prep time with some toast, and you've got yourself a nice clean lunch. Super delicious, very tasty, and on plan for me. And next up, here's the protein sources for the week. So I've got organic free-range eggs. I eat 3 a day, so I use about 24 for the week. Organic bacon. We've got some organic porterhouse. They're all portioned out, ready to go. Some salmon portions and some free-range chicken thighs. Delicious, ready to go for the week.